scalp of the hoops. I ball, I shoot, swoosh, scalp of the hoops.
Coach, general thoughts on a great win?
I mean, I can't say enough about these kids. I told Kyle, you know, the chemistry and the character of these kids from day one, they all hang out together. They're all great students. They're all character kids. There's not been one issue with this group entire year. And I think when things get tough, both those things come into play, the chemistry and the character. Again, the chemistry of the kids being able to get along with one another and the character of their makeup when the times get tough, that, you know, they don't put their heads down, they make the plays that need to be made, and, you know, we're going to the state final on Saturday. I just can't say enough about this group. It's been so enjoyable to be around these kids from day one.
And then, Coach, you guys, that last three by Aria, what was the play that you called in the timeout that ended up leading to that shot?
The play was the timeout. I actually had to burn a timeout. I actually asked the ref because, you know, we had a feeling they were going to go zone. Actually, they showed zone because I think they had just called the timeout. And I went down to the ref, and we had Josh Bradford in, and I said, I'll burn one here. I can get him in the game. And he said yes. So I burned a timeout. I didn't, you know, it's obviously a useful timeout to get him in the game. And then, again, a kid like that, you know, he's as a 10th grader has been phenomenal. I mean, he literally has 67 threes. That was a 68 3 on the year, second all time in Howard County. My brother told me he's carried us. You know, struggled for the time that he was in there. But I told him, just like I always, you know, Tom Brady with New England, nobody ever remembers the 2 or 3 interceptions. All they remember at the end that he wins. So I said, I don't even know what he shot.
1 for 5.
Okay, so 1. That's all. The one matters.
And I mean, we've talked about Aria so much in these playoffs, but I mean, today Ryan had 11.6 assists, Josh had a bunch of rebounds, Kaiwan, you know, iced the game with 2 foul shots, Caleb had a 5-0 run. I mean, how are these guys able to? I mean, they've been doing it all year, but you know, this is a heightened environment. This is a state semifinal.
Kyle, you and I have talked all year, and we played 10, we played 11. You know, in the first half, Jalen Barrett comes out as a senior, doesn't play that much, and is ready to play, and hits a big 3 for us to give us a 2-point lead in the first half. So all year long, it's 11 kids. You know, these 3 specifically, you know, him and I have had so many conversations, and I said, you're going to be the difference maker on this team. We've done so much, and he's had injuries, and he's been out, he's, you know, a couple sick, whatever, and I said, you're going to be the difference maker. And tonight he, well, I mean, 6 assists. He was a difference maker tonight. This one over here, again, 18 months, Kaiwan, been with our group and just has made such an impact. And the 3 in the second half, the 2 free throws to ice the game, keeping our group under control. And I don't have words for this one in the middle at all. I have no words for him at all, because he's just, I have no words for him. What he means to this group, what he's meant to this program, what he means to this team, what he's meant to these kids. You need somebody like this, and he's just been with all year long. He's been just dominant.
And then after Ryan and Kaiwan, just, I mean, like Coach was saying, you guys have so many different guys that have stepped up at so many different times. How has the chemistry been so that, you know, it's okay that one player can step up this game and one player can step up this game? And how have you guys gotten to this point with that?
I was a starter on this team last year as a sophomore, and Aria took my spot starting because it's the best thing for the team. I'm his best friend on the team, you know? We shoot together, we do everything together, we talk. I just like helping him out, you know? It's better for the team that way.
And Kyle?
We all have bad games, everybody has bad games, but we know if we have a bad game, Coach Mike's going to make the self somebody to come in, and they're going to pick up for us. We push each other every day in practice, no matter what.
And then Coach is saying you guys hang out all the time. What's your favorite things to do?
we just play around a lot.
A
We're just a
lot.
playful team.
No specific activities you guys love doing?
2K. Bowling.
You guys bowl?
We went bowling on the break. Highly enjoyable.
Who won?
No. Caleb and Jalen Manning, I think. But again, it speaks to this group. We go to Chipotle together, we pizza together, and to be honest with you, I mean those are the things that I love the winning, but that's why I told him I want to get to practice tomorrow. I want to play on Saturday. I want to hang out with this group more, and that's been our push.
And then, what was the message to the team after the game? Because by winning, you guys do something you've never done at Reservoir, but then you have to turn around on Saturday and play at Poly.
Well, I want them to enjoy this tonight, I said, and it's good that, it's a Thursday, Saturday. I would imagine it's tough on the Friday teams. But I want them to enjoy this tonight for sure, knowing that we have a practice tomorrow. And, we earned as many home games we possibly could at Reservoir because we ran out of games. I said, this is the last game that these two would ever play in Reservoir in the regional final. I said, what are you going to leave? What's the legacy going to be? And now we've earned our last practice, which I don't know how many teams, 8 teams left, but I love they love the games, I love the practices. I just wanted to get to a Friday practice, and so now we have one last practice, which is fantastic.
And Josh, what does it mean that this team in your senior year is able to accomplish something that Reservoir has never done before?
I mean, it means everything. We had kind of a slow start, but that's what helped us get it to this point. Because we already faced all the trials and tribulations. We know how to get back and to get to this point of the season.
Coach, did you see this coming though back in early November?
I mean, it's funny the way we always play Anne Arundel every year, like a little shootout, and they put us first back in April, and I was like, oh, great. And then obviously there's a lot of transfers into the county and stuff like that, and it changed the landscape a little bit. I mean, I loved our group. I don't mind taking the lumps. I mean, we went and played at City, we played Old Mill, we went to Tuscarora. We played at Indian Creek. We played Tacoma Academy in the Christmas tournament and Springbrook. So we played 5 away games out of the 6 that we could choose, and that's what I try to do with the group. My coaches growing up always try to put us in circumstances that, you got to figure it out. You're an hour away from home in a gym you've never seen, and you try to figure it out. We had some lumps, Indian Creek, Tuscarora, but I think that helped this group, that we could talk about it, sit in the film room, stuff like that, and talk about it. So we'll take those. The only one that it matters in the win-loss record is mine, and I don't care about my win-loss record as long as we're battle-tested, and us sitting here getting to Saturday tells us that we did the right thing.
And talk about Saturday, the challenge, which is the 2-time defending state champs, Poly.
I mean, obviously we just, I always try to focus on what's in front of us. Because I think if you look too far ahead, that catches you. So obviously we know what's in front of us, and I know all these things they don't know, and I don't want them to know. But again, we'll focus on that tomorrow. Obviously it's going to be a very tall task, but what these kids have done, and again, when you have chemistry and character, we'll just we'll prepare like we've done for every one of these games, and we'll put our best foot forward on Saturday and see where it falls.
With TJ, was there anything in specific you wanted to take away today?
Man, it's funny watching films on teams when you get to this point. It's like you can watch and say, we can help off. And I'm like, all right, 0. I mean, I apologize for the names, but that I don't know. But 0 and 10, we're like, all right, got to take them away. Then I see 21 step out. It had like 6 films on them. 21 steps out, hits threes. 21. Bangs in the middle shot. 1's getting to the basket. 5 hits a couple threes. 2 comes off. So it's like, all right, fellas, this is going to be one of those situations where we're going to tell you what may not be a strength, but that doesn't mean that they can't do it. 0, we say, he's going left strong, and then we see him finish with, oh, man. So you get to this point, and it's like, you understand that everybody is solid, and we tried to take away 0 and 10 as much as possible, and I thought we did a good job on 0. He still ended up with 14, 10 had 19, but we just did the best we could. At this point, I think everybody is a threat. That's why they're here.
After you made your 3 and your 4th correct, like you kind of like, if you know what you're talking about, I know what I'm talking about. Was that just like your celebration, or?
It was just the big three I hit it. We needed it. I had to step up and hit it.
That was good.
I wanted the pressure on the wings. Did you try to really apply pressure on TJ on the wings?
I mean, they was telling me, the way we play, we won't go away from what we do no matter who we play. They were just saying when he give it up, but try not to let him get it back because he was the center position of the team.
And I apologize for interrupting, but I thought Kawan did a great job on that kid today because I've seen him like, and even with 14 or 15 or whatever he had, I thought Kawan did a fantastic job on that kid. He's just tough.
Any other questions?
Okay, thank you guys very much.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Mike, congrats.
Thanks, Joe.
See you guys.